What the Pattaya News was saying was that they are really struggling down there. There's a lot of empty seats, no bums to fill them, and there's been food handouts around Tree Town to some of these bar girls. Now, a lot of guys think that Thai girls are just, all they're interested in money, nothing else, and they're all very wealthy because they have all these customers, overseas sponsors, they've got the latest iPhone, and that isn't always the case. And I thought this would be a good opportunity to answer a question that I get often asked. I'm going to answer that question right now in detail. Are Thai women only interested in your money? It's something I've heard from first-timers, long-time expats, and even guys who've never stepped foot in Thailand. Everyone seems to have a strong opinion about it. Now, I've been here long enough to see both sides of the coin, and I'll tell you this, the answer isn't as simple as yes or no. Some are, some aren't. It really depends on who you meet, where you meet them, and how you carry yourself. So today I thought I'd talk a bit about it, not just the stuff you hear online, but the real truth, based on years of living here and talking to hundreds of guys who've had the full range of experiences, from heartbreak to happily ever after. Let's start with the obvious. If you meet a girl in a beer bar, a go-go club, or even a massage shop, in places like Pattaya or Bangkok, there's a high chance money is part of the deal. That's the nature of the scene, it's transactional. You pay the bar fine, you pay for short time or long time, maybe a few ladies' drinks. That's how it works. These girls aren't there to fall in love, they're there to make money. And honestly, I respect the honesty in that setup. You know what you're getting, she knows what she's offering, there's no hidden agenda, it's direct. Now, the problem starts when some guys forget that. They meet a girl in that scene, take her out of the bar, and suddenly think it's a fairy tale romance. They start sending money home every month. They believe every word she says. They ignore red flags because they want to believe it's real. And sometimes it is, but more often than not, it's not. Ask yourself, if the money stopped, would the relationship continue? For a lot of guys, the answer is no, and that hurts, especially when you've invested emotionally and financially. But that doesn't mean that all Thai women are like that. In fact, it's unfair and honestly a bit ignorant to paint everyone with the same brush. There are loads of hard-working Thai women who want a normal life, women who aren't interested in bar life, who have real jobs, who want real love. I've met teachers, nurses, office workers, and even street food vendors who are loyal, down to earth, and would never dream of asking a man for money. The tricky part is knowing the difference, and this is where a lot of the guys struggle. Some freelancers, and I'm not talking about bar girls here, hang around malls, cafes, or use dating apps. They present themselves as regular girls, but behind the scenes, they've got a few guys overseas sending them money. They planned the girlfriend role perfectly until the money dries up. That's why you need to take your time. Don't lead with your wallet, and don't assume every girl who smiles at you wants to marry you. Thai people are friendly, it doesn't mean they're in love. Now, to be fair, some of the blame lies with us guys. Some guys rock up here flashing the cash. They pay for everything, offer to take care of the girl, buy phones, cover rent, and then act shocked when the girl sees them as a walking ATM. If you behave like a sponsor, don't be surprised if you're treated like one. Now, here's something interesting. Some bar girls, yes, bar girls, can actually be more genuine than the so-called regular girls. Why? Because they're up front. They tell you the deal, pay my bar, this much short time, this much long time, no games, no lies. You might be surprised how many of them turn out to be loyal partners if you build something real together, but again, it depends on the individual. Another thing to consider is culture. In Thai culture, looking after your family is a big deal. A Thai woman might ask you for money, not because she's greedy, but because she genuinely wants to support her mum, dad, or kids. That's part of life here in Thailand. It doesn't mean she's scamming you. It just means you need to set boundaries and be clear about what you're comfortable with. There are also Thai women who genuinely fall in love with foreign men. They're not in it for the money. They're not looking for a visa. They just want a good man. But these relationships, like any real relationship, take time. Trust needs to be built. You can't expect to meet the love of your life in your first week here in Thailand. So, are Thai women only after your money? No. Some are, some aren't. It's not about where she's from, it's about who she is. Use your head, trust your gut, don't ignore the signs. If you're planning to visit Thailand soon, especially Pattaya, just take a moment to think about the girls working in the bars. Right now, many of them are really struggling. There are hardly any customers around, and in some areas like Tree Town, food handouts are the only thing keeping some of them going. Whatever your views are, remember these girls are human. They've got families to support, kids to feed and bills to pay, just like anyone else. So if you're sitting down with one of them and she asks for a ladies drink, maybe buy her one. It might not mean much to you, but it could really help her out. Thailand has given so much to so many of us over the years, so why not give a little back? It is not about being stupid, it is about being decent, helping someone who needs it, simple as that. And do you know what, guys? How many times have you met a Thai bar girl who is working for a living, and a lot of guys would look down on that girl, prejudge her, and some of them are real nice girls, you know, they go out of their way to help you out. I've heard stories over the years about guys losing all their money, they've just overspent, they haven't even done enough to have the airfare back home, you know, and these girls have taken them into their own room and they've gone out and, you know, bought rice and stuff in the evening and kept them going until they could get money sent over from overseas. Other guys who have had accidents have fallen off the back of a BART bus drunk, and the girls taken them to the hospital, looked after them, made sure they've got the medication and everything like that. So it's very, very, I'm not trying to be a white knight, but it's very, very easy to prejudge these girls and look down your nose at them and think badly. But at the end of the day, they're doing what they have to do. They don't have a lot of choices in life. A lot of them come from rural parts of Thailand. They could go and work in a factory if they were lucky. Maybe they'd get about 300 baht a day, which, as you know, calculate it into your own currency, it isn't a lot. Or they can go down to the bright lights of Pattaya or Phuket, somewhere like that, and perhaps make a lot more money and support their families.